Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us at the C.Crane CC Skywave 2. This is an AM, FM, weather, airband, shortwave portable radio. Now the 2 is going to be available December 8th, so the pre-orders are going in now. The retail price should be around the same, $89.99, so that's not bad. The price did not go up. They made a few improvements, and we'll show you that in this video. But in this video, mainly we're going to do a daytime medium wave band scan to see what the new Skywave 2 can do and how it handles it. If I have to, I'll bring out the original Skywave and we can compare them and see how the new one's doing. So here it is, the C.Crane. So yeah, first we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising that daytime band. So yeah, like I mentioned, this is pre-orders, $89.99, release around December 8th, 2023, depending on when you view this video. It could be released already. This radio here is the pilot version, so the release version might be a little different. It could be tweaked a little bit, so keep that in mind while we're doing this video. So let's look at the features of the new C.Crane CC Skywave 2, which a lot of you are probably interested in. So going to the left-hand side of the radio, you'll see we have an addition of a shortwave or FM antenna jack, which is fantastic. The original I have over here did not have that. Just kind of compare it side by side. You'll see you get a headphone jack here, same as on the original. And of course, the charging jack went from a mini USB to a micro USB. Now, I know some of you want Type-C, and maybe eventually they'll do a Type-C revision. But right now, it's probably the only space they had. The micro USB is actually a smaller jack. But there you go. So cool. Going to the front of the radio, we have the same 1.5-inch speaker, and of course, yes, the same sound. It sounds similar to the original. No like bass improvement like a radio R108 or anything like that. So expect the same tone. This is great on headphones. I recommend using headphones with the Skywave, or if you're using the speaker, just lower the volume or use your bandwidth filters and your tone control. So that helps. So yeah, moving on here, you can see CC Skywave 2. We got our displays, same as the regular Skywave. Let's see it light up here. There we go. So we got the battery life indicator when the radio's off, and we have our time showing. Local, it's 11:01 Central Daylight Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. Give you an idea. We're about 4.5 hours up from sunrise. Buttons, we got a power, sleep function. We got AM, FM with weather alert. Again, all these buttons function the same as the original Skywave. Over here we have our numeric keypad for direct entering frequencies. We have a lock button, meter button for shortwave. And of course, here we have frequency to add that frequency and then going direct to it. Page function, okay, it's interesting. So we have 100 presets per band, giving us a total amount of 400 presets because you don't get 100 on weather, of course. So that's pretty nice. And its function is in 10 presets per page. So you get 10 pages of 10. I actually like this. Some people don't. And I actually find it very neat because I can put my 10 favorites for, say, my AM band on the first page. And the second page, I can put my nighttime DX. And the third page could be my daytime DX. And the fourth page could be dusk. And the fifth page could be dawn. So just give you some ideas. Same with shortwave and same with the airband. Because airband, especially in my area, you get a lot of activity in the morning, different activity during the day, and different activity in the evening. So yeah, that's nice to have a page set up like that. Once you get used to it, you'll really like it. As you can see, you got all these secondary functions above there. We have a stereo we can toggle on and off if you're trying to FMDX. We have our AM 9 kHz, 10 kHz mode if you're traveling. We have our time set feature, alarm set, charge setting feature, so you can initiate the charge, make sure you have rechargeable batteries in there. And of course, we can turn the beep on and off and the alarm on and off here. And we have an automatic tuning storage system, tone control on our page function, and of course we can change our clock from 12-hour to 24-hour. Nice. And of course I mentioned weather alert. Incremental tuning and tuning up and down, which I like using. You can use a knob over here on the side as well. And going to the side, this knob's pretty cool. It's got a push-in feature for squelch, so you can squelch on the airband and go fast and slow tuning. And of course, yeah, you get incremental tuning as well. Volume control sounds to be analog still. Top of the radio, our antenna retains at 16 inches like the original. The Skywave SSB, I think, is a little longer. In the back here, you can see the frequency coverage. There you are. And then in the battery bay, I'm not going to open it here, but there's 2 AA batteries, giving you a life around 60 to 70 hours, depending on how you're using the radio. So let's go a quick size comparison, and then we'll start cruising the band. So pretty much we'll CC Pocket. Usually don't see these two together. Usually I'm using these radios to compare to others. It's kind of neat. But Skywave 2, yep. And of course, I already showed you the regular Skywave with the regular, or the new Skywave. They're identical. I mean, they really are. If you look at them, everything about them. I think the only thing I like better about the Skywave 2 is the buttons. Seem raised up a little higher. Maybe it's just the power button, but it felt nicer. But there you go. Similar display, similar everything. And of course, last but not least, we always have text cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves C.Crane shortwave radios from C.Crane land. He's Iron Man, who loves those people in California, man. Awesome. So there you go. The algorithm will pick that up and show that as the preview. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Daytime band. Here we can hear it. Now, of course, the radio will default to clock mode or frequency mode, and you can set that, which is nice. When the radio is off, I believe you long press 4, and it lets you do that. Or I believe it might be another button, but it's in the manual. Yeah, I think it's 4. Time sets on 7. So let's go ahead and tune this radio. As you can see, we have AM band, frequency we're on, voice mode, fast tuning, and of course a signal strength indicator here that goes all the way to 9, so 1 through 9. Alright, cool. Our first station is WAUK Jackson, Wisconsin, which is to the north, so we have to point the radio to the north.
Citizen groups around the state who are concerned with water quality and the adverse effects of industrial agriculture.
So there we go, 540.
On public health and water quality.
So when you talk about...
Welcome to the Dennis Prager Show. I'm your guest host, Carl Jackson, sitting in for Dennis Prager. The number to call in for the program, 1-8-Prager-776. That number again is 1-8-Prager-776. Or
So you get your different options, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, I want to thank...
That's good for DXing at night. 560 WIND Chicago, and DXing during the day as well.
I've got my back right here at AM 950, The Answer, Orlando.com.
Orlando, what?
That's how it works here in Moline, Illinois. You know, we work neighbor by neighbor, and we're all bipartisan here. But we get things done in our neighborhood.
So here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. It's 150 miles south. Picks it up really clear.
So one of the big issues that everybody's been talking a lot about is the federal budget, right? There was this continuing resolution they called. This is on Saturday.
So we're picking up 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's 140 miles to the east. Skywaves have always been pretty hot little radios. So let's bring a loop in just to clarify the signal. I'm going to use a Terk Advantage passive loop. You can buy these for $49. I believe they're exclusive to C.Crane now too as well. I'm going to put it next to the radio here, and I'm going to tune the passive loop to the same frequency. Gain, saw the antenna signal strength indicator go up.
Now the real question is, did the polls and Mike Pence's campaign, or did Clay Travis and Mike Pence's campaign?
Well, let me just start with this. I think Mike Pence is a nice guy. And I said on this show...
So you will hear it. Sometimes the inputs will register on medium wave. You'll pick up like the beeping of the computer picking up your inputs. Same with the encoder on the notice on the tuning knob. So 600 here is WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west.
stuff going on for sure.
What do you do if in the case of a lost billing or something like that, in case it pulls out, you have something sticky that pulls the billing out?
Well, usually if a billing pulls out,
That's nice.
there's something wrong.
All right, cool. Let's keep going.
Supporting terrorist organizations is not a means to an end, and then you're essentially putting yourselves
Here's 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
along with the terrorists for that position.
Yeah, that little beep, that's the encoder.
While David wants to live downtown.
When I use the buttons, it doesn't do that, which is interesting. 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois.
Renters and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Amber and David found an apartment in Midtown.
See where I have for bandwidth. 3. Okay, good.
Just about. We've had callers that have been picking out little things that they have noticed in the game. I tended to concentrate on the big things.
Yeah, you can pleasantly listen to the speaker here. It's not too bad. I mean, unless you're turning it way up. 670 to score to WSCR Chicago.
Johnson is like a deep
An
motion.
inside. My wife was trying to figure out what I was laughing at when that happened.
Okay, so
I just like the runtime I get on these batteries. You know, getting 50, 60 hours or even 70 hours on 2AA's is fantastic, especially rechargeables. I love it.
I have hot dogs maybe 3 times a year. So to your point, Bob, and to Don Jackson Blattner, our dietitian and nutrition.
Here's 720 WGN Chicago.
Right.
Home of the Cubbies.
She would throw me in.
I mean, White Sox.
Jail for that, but,
670's home of the Cubbies. What is with me?
really good. Speaking of Halloween.
All right, let's keep going.
So the quick review, you got pre-Christian Celts, and that's basically what the Roman
Here's 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Empire were these Celtic tribes, some of which were in Ireland. They had a fall harvest.
This is kind of a far station. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up. 270 miles to the east. WGR, Detroit, Michigan. You could try to pick it up with a loop. There it is, just got a hint of it. So if you were to put on headphones, you'd probably be able to make that out. It's pretty cool. Nice.
You could qualify to receive this revolutionary, safe, and effective treatment at no cost. Call today to schedule your no-obligation consultation.
780 WBBM Chicago.
847-243-6699.
Old-time radio, Monday through Friday, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m.
PRI Chicago. Leaders in pain management have been helping local residents for over 2 decades avoid...
I mean, this is going to be a hell of a year.
So here's WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois.
To the United States, we're seeing all around the world.
Okay, we got music here on 860 WNOV, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is about 50 miles to the north. And yeah, it's a low power station. I believe it's under 500 watts, like 300 watts, 350 watts. Picking it up nice. 870 is WKR, East Lansing, Michigan, 200 miles. Usually needs a loop. We'll try one more time. Then I'm going to go a little quicker. But the loop is fun to use. During the day, it's fantastic, because once you have it set up, you don't have to move it. There it is. Just picking it up. So keep going.
When death comes for you, it can come suddenly. My cousin was a young kid, man.
So here's 890 WLS Chicago. A high pitch whine coming from the camera. I can bypass that normally. Go to slow.
Just keep that in mind when you hear that story this weekend. You impact a lot of people's lives.
So there you go. I just went back a couple kilohertz. Goes on slow, it goes to fine tuning.
I feel it's unfair if you're going to spend 3 and 4 hours a day with me.
You guys have been so well in the restaurant. Did you get down there today when I got down there? Did it work out? Was there anything missing?
Here's 920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Big Badger. If you hear a high-pitched whine, a lot of times you can get rid of it by using a passive loop. I bring the passive loop in.
Obviously, we got to go back to the drawing board. I got to take a look at the tape and try to find out
there you go.
Some better answers.
Get that right tuning with the loop. It helps if you're getting any kind of high-pitched tone. That can happen with a lot of radios.
It's a great group, and they do talk about the Bible a lot. Like you
On certain frequencies. 930 WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois. Relevant radio, Catholics.
In the Catholic Church. I'm 74, so I know how those early days were. But I'm wondering now.
Grainy or something. It's just gamey.
You know, I mean, if you go to Walmart, they also have all those sodas.
WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. They have some really good rock and roll music in the evening. Classic rock. Love it.
The most basic thing about that, of course, is for the Jewish people, the Sabbath is still Saturday.
Here's WNTD, Chicago, Relevant Radio, sister station WBKM.
But again, Catholics,
going a little quicker here.
Essence is what I'm trying to say. Understanding how these interactions take place and what we as inhabitants of this planet must do to mitigate the global warming. Jack in Madison has a question for you. Let's go there. Jack, hi, thank you for calling. Hi, Larry.
Yeah, I mentioned it. WHA Madison, Wisconsin. It's an NPR station.
You take a morning walk to pick up burgers and beers. You tidy the house. Pretend fellow
He tells us local in Chicago, WMVP. Nice.
It all pays off.
I think I mentioned I'm Chicago. I hope I did. Chicago, Illinois, USA.
Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly.
So on 1030s, WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. They play different kind of music. Sometimes it's regular music, sometimes it's ethnic music.
My wife.
1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
I've been sleeping with a teacher for 38 years.
Got some music here in WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles away. Yeah, with a loop, it'll improve that signal for sure.
-3 going to Carolina. Yeah, you got to beat the Indianapolis Colts. They're not going to necessarily beat themselves. I like that.
WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tim, where are we headed?
We're going with the Los Angeles Chargers over the...
WNWI, Oaklawn, Illinois.
A ellos, al desobedecer, se les abrieron los ojos y vieron que estaban desnudos.
1110 WXCS Chicago.
De Dios.
It's just everyone likes Tim Scott. Everyone thinks he's a good guy. Everyone respects Tim Scott. That's just.
Here's 1130 WISN Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Is he really running for president or is he running for vice president? Running for vice president. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, that's a pretty.
And we have an exceptional track record of success. But here's the bottom line.
1160 WYLL. Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago.
Protecting your religious and constitutional freedoms, that remains our top priority.
WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. The Q, they're calling themselves. I call it the Squirrel still because that was their tagline for quite a while. There's squirrels on my radio and I like it. The music's great on AM band. So the AM band is not dead yet. Here's 1200 WRTO Chicago. Some kind of long intro. 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
No, they've never used a robot to build cows. Well, we're going to take a little break right now. My guest today, John Durbett. We're going to be talking about Cow Corner here in just a moment.
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin. Agro Station, if you want to learn about farming, growing crops, handling livestock, this is the station to listen to if you're near Chicago.
740-511. Where I get my filters for my farm tractors, Dave knows just as I do that ag matters.
WSBC Chicago. WSSP Milwaukee. Always comes in kind of weak. Some country music there coming in good. WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. That's a hard one to capture sometimes.
So the bartenders, the cooks, everybody gets way into it, and well, we hope you guys. WBIG, Aurora, Illinois, the big radio shopping show. Get out your cordless phones, both of them, dual. Call in twice. Remember we used to have 2 lines in the households, now we have none. Yeah. The future, right? Alright, let's keep rolling here. I'm just hearing a little bit of music on WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. 1300 is WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois. WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Do you feel protected? My personal protection for the first time in my home career. J-Mac with an 8. No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
Let's start with the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. I mentioned, earlier.
So I think it's WNTA, Rockford, Illinois, 1330.
But, there's that always.
Music there is 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois. College Town music. Okay, we got more music on 1380, which is WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Not bad fidelity when the tones aren't very low. If you're not rocking out, it's an AM band, Just having a little bit of fun with music. 1390, Gospel Radio, WGRB, Chicago.
That technology is going to...
Selectivity is pretty good on this radio. WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin, right next to that 1390. Nice.
Agricultural technology, and that's simply not true.
I love seeing all the costumes.
Yeah, I know, and some of the people that were just walking around and then the vendors that had candy to give.
So here's WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
Parents that were dressed up. That was really cool. I thought that was really cute. Because I know I saw a couple kids get, candy from a couple of the vendors.
I did see that. They had some free candy out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really cool, too.
Yeah, but okay. Like I said, it was great. They didn't have any funnel cakes, though.
I know.
So again, get out your cordless phone and buy something off the radio. I love that they have these radio shopping shows. Never knew they'd existed until I started tuning around. Finding what's out there.
I saw some decent looking foods that people...
So I got rid of that birdie tone by bringing in the loop, if you noticed.
But yeah, I
evening is not as noticeable because there's so much going on with the bands.
Yeah, fun to walk around. So
Thank you so very much, and I'm going to see what I can do about this Dick Held one for Friday night. And I've got the symphony to deal with.
So a fine radio. Just picking up a hint here of WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. Ethnic music. 1440s WROK, Rockford, Illinois. Rockin' you from Rockford. It's a cool name. I like to live in Rockford.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hint of a Hispanic station, WRLL, Cicero, Illinois. It sometimes comes in clear, sometimes it doesn't. $14.90 Iron Country, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. As you can tell from the name, they play country music. Getting a hint of WPJX, Zion, Illinois, which plays classic rock and heavy metal. Yeah, heavy metal on the AM band. I love it. Go quick now. Music there. Here's the 1580 WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin. WCGO, Evanston, Illinois. I think he's like preaching, maybe? Sounds like he is. Traffic Advisory Radio, 1620, Lake County, Illinois. We can't make it sound better. I don't think so. It's a low power array. Oh, there we go. Our antenna is somewhere up in here, towards the top. Yeah, that dan, that's when you turn the encoder, the medium wave picks the head up. I think they boosted the sensitivity of the circuit. 1640 is WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin, The Zone.
Because I always felt like I had better and do more, and that kind of
1690s WBON, Chicago.
got into my...
That's our last station. Cool. Yeah, there it is. The CC Skywave 2 on the daytime medium wave band near Chicago, Illinois. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, I like the Skywave 2 because of these extra little features here. Mainly the antenna is a big one because, you know, clipping the things on is nice, but this is just convenient and usually handles the external antennas better. I think C.Crane even offers a little antenna adapter so you can do a long wire to this. That would be amazing. That would make a huge difference. Having, like, say, a 200-foot wire, and then you have a ground, and then you can make this thing just rock. So having that capability for shortwave is amazing. You would pick up everything. Well, I don't know if you need 200-foot wire, but you know what I mean. At least a 100-foot wire would really pull in stations. So yeah, I'm loving this radio. It's fantastic. So if you enjoyed the band scan, give me a like, definitely. If you like C.Crane products and you want to see more about the Skywave 2, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews, comparisons, band scans, of this radio and others like it, because I like it. I'm going to compare it to like the Radio R108s. They're out there. Here's one. Seodon. You know, you get an idea. Now, I really like the R108s. They're one of my favorites, and they do almost everything this does except for weather alert, and except that this runs on a BL5C battery, has a great speaker, but the battery capacity, you're always charging it. This one less frequently, which I really like. If I leave this radio on overnight by accident, because I turned the volume down, I forgot. Not a big deal with this radio. This one here, the battery will be dead, and you have stuck charging it unless you have a spare. So yeah, I do like having the Skywave for the AA power capability. So, but for a speaker, yeah, the R108 is awesome. Hopefully one day they'll make a Skywave that uses this type of speaker, but then they gotta change the battery style. I'm not sure if they want to do that yet. I think they want to stick with the standard AA's, because I think with this type of speaker you need more power, so they probably have to go lithium. But there you go. Cool. It's my 2 or 3 cents, whatever you want to call it. So there's Skywave 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, definitely look for more. So, yeah. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.